Every week, we profile someone in our region that is making a difference in people's lives as part of 90.5 WESA Celebrates.
This is one of ours. Okay, you see up there?
Yeah, that blue one.
Uh-huh, those are ours. Okay.
I put together, there's a couple more there that are similar.
That would work.
This is not going to be good.
It's
Don't
okay.
show
Don't-
this
no,
to
no.
anybody.
You guys feel like kids in a candy shop here?
Barb Sappy has been making blankets and coordinating volunteers with Project Linus and distributing thousands of blankets all over Western Pennsylvania to hospitals and shelters to traumatized children. They call her the Blanket Lady. Imagine you are a small child in a hospital or at a shelter. You're in unfamiliar surroundings and you're scared. And sometimes nothing can comfort you, except maybe the warmth and security of wrapping up in a blanket.
There are so many stories about Project Linus blankets that it's really heartwarming to hear them. The favorite one that I have is one day I was delivering blankets to Bellevue Suburban Hospital emergency room, and they wanted me to hear the story of the little girl that came in with her finger had been caught in a car door. And she was just screaming and so afraid and hysterical, she wouldn't let the nurses or doctors touch her. So they got one of our Project Linus blankets out, put it around her. It was like a magic shell. They could fix her finger, and she felt much better. And that's the purpose of Project Linus blankets, that we call it a hug when it's needed the most.
Many years ago, after a successful career as a real estate agent, Barb decided it was time to give back. So she put her sewing skills to good use to help Project Linus, an organization that provides homemade blankets for children in need.
And I was doing this all in my house, and I had all the blankets there, and like 8,000 blankets a year went through my house and hands. And almost every blanket, it requires a decision. Where's the best place for this blanket to go? But when they go out from when I send them, they're in good, perfect condition, ready for the kids.
Barb coordinates hundreds of volunteers, affectionately known as her Blanketeers.
I don't think anybody really knows how much time she has put into this. She does it in her house. She's a perfectionist, so she oversees almost every step of the way of the collecting, the evaluating, the bagging, the distribution. So it is a full-time commitment. She has 5 children, and I know they were raised with Project Linus being a big part of their lives, and they're proud of that, which is a wonderful thing.
They're a little bigger than our traditional quilt, but they turn out really nice, and it's one of the things that she likes to do.
These blankets not only benefit the children, but the volunteers as well.
It provides a very fun kind of rewarding opportunity for people to volunteer and give back. They get into a Project Linus group or just start making the blankets, and they get together in meetings and they become friends, and it just changes their lives.
Last year, more than 9,000 blankets were distributed to over 45 facilities in 4 counties.
Most hospital emergency rooms love the blankets because it calms down the children and it calms down the parents. She's just a lovely, classy lady, and she's so dedicated to what she does that you meet her, you listen to her, and you admire her, and you want to be a part of something that's important to her.
When I get and see these thank you notes from a mother, and a lot of them come from the children, and they're very special. It just does make you feel good about what you're doing and realize that somebody did appreciate what you did. People that have made a blanket, a little note comes, thank you note, sometimes they send pictures. It really makes the total circle that yes, that was something good that I did. It keeps you going with it to get those notes.
There's a whole room in there with the fabric that's been donated, sorted by color, style, type, etc. So I use a lot of that.
If you know someone who deserves recognition, nominate them to be featured at wesa.fm/difference.
90.5 WESA celebrates people making a difference, is supported by UPMC.